Welcome, my political friends of the interwebs. A couple of things about to happen. Now listen, I'm going to clean this gun. Okay, it's a 6-hour P228, and I am going to clean it with some frog lube. But before I do, I just want to tell you, if you are a frog lube fanboy, shut the fuck up about me not heating this gun up, because I don't freaking feel like heating it up. Yes, I could break out the hairdryer and all that crap. I don't feel like it. It's one of my problems with frog lube. You can't just start cleaning shit. You got to heat it up. Now, it does say in the directions that you do not have to. The actual heat generated from firing the gun will help the frog lube penetrate into the pores. It'll help expand the pores in the metal, so on and so forth. But yeah, it will work better if would work better if I was to heat it up. Now, the last time I cleaned any guns with frog lube, I actually took them all apart and set them out in the sun for a good long period of time, and I'll tell you what, they were hot, and it worked out pretty good. But I gotta be honest with you, I'm just not in the mood to be freaking heating this shit, so I'm just gonna clean it with the frog lube and be done with it. It'll either do a good job or it won't. So shut the fuck up, that's what I'm trying to say. Well, you know, the first thing I need to do is make this gun safe. So I'm gonna remove the magazine. Inspect, and it is absolutely empty, which is a good thing because ooh, dirty too. Look at that. Anyway, hey, by the way, before you tune out, I'm going to talk about politics. I swear to God, I have gotten so much grief from people that have said to me, "Look, you know, you don't make a lot of videos anymore, but you think you could maybe make them about politics when you do make them?" Okay, all right. I mean, I get it. I do. I get it. You know. The answer to your question is I'll make them about whatever the fuck I want to make them about. It's just as simple as that. It doesn't get any more simple than that. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just in a mood today. But yeah, I do want to talk about politics. I want to talk about how Obama has got the Middle East completely and absolutely foobarred. I mean, absolutely foobarred. Oh, and by the way, this video isn't about how to take apart a 6-hour, so if you missed that, there's a million videos on it. So, but anyway, yeah, the Middle East, holy crap, Syria, holy crap, Egypt, holy crap. Is anybody even remotely shocked that the President of the United States is a laughingstock, treated like Putin's bitch, treated like everybody's bitch? You know, the last time that I can remember a United States president that had less respect on the world stage, well, Jimmy Carter, period, Jimmy Carter. I was just a kid when Carter was president, but I do remember the absolute embarrassment that was the Carter administration. I mean, literally, nobody gave us any respect whatsoever, and that's what's going on right now. I mean, there's no real leadership coming from Washington at all. We're trying to jump in bed with psychotic terrorists. I mean, literally, Obama's trying to turn our Air Force into an air wing of Al-Qaeda. I mean, it's beyond the pale. It truly is. It's beyond the pale. And if we had anything other than the lapdog left-wing media that we do have, he would be getting just grilled in the press. But he's not, you know, because he is and I'm just going to lay it out there, I do not care how this comes off. He gets a pass because he is the first African-American president. Listen, that shouldn't even be something that's debated at this point. Because either you see that for what it is, or you're an idiot. You know, and by the way, I try my best not to argue with idiots. So if you got something to say contrary to that, say it somewhere else. Because I'm not even remotely going to try to hear it. So, yeah, it's pretty dirty. I'm going to run another patch with some more froggy lube down it. You know, real quick, to get off the politics for just a second, I do like frog lube. There are some things that concern me about it, and they kind of stem from last winter. If you guys remember, last winter I had a tube of frog lube out here in the garage. It was cold. Last winter was freaking cold, and it was frozen. I mean, literally frozen like a brick. It was frozen. And that did concern me a bit. It absolutely did. Because You know, they tell you when you use Frog Lube, just get it in everything. Pour it in everything. You know, get it down in there. Pour it in there. And, well, you know, I mean, just somewhat concerned about that. And by the way, I was probably the first person to make mention of that last winter. And since then, there's been several reports of people who said that under cold weather conditions, they've had malfunctions because of Frog Lube. Well, they speculate it's because of Frog Lube. I mean, I don't know that that's what caused the malfunctions, but I wouldn't be in the least bit surprised, because it's something that can freeze, which can't be good in my opinion. Now, by the way, and I'm not trying to say that Rusty Rags is better than Frog Lube, because I truly do think they're used for two different things, but the Rusty Rags oil was sitting out right next to the Frog Lube. Can you hear that? Yeah, liquid. It was still liquid in, you know, at below 0 temperatures, where the Frog Lube was frozen solid. And that's a silicone-based oil, that Rusty Rags oil. So, yeah, I don't know. You know, you can let me know in the comment section what you think about it. I have used Frog Lube on everything. I think with the exception of maybe one or two of my guns. Handguns. I have used Frog Lube on everything. So, I'm all in. Yeah, literally, I'm all in. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how that whole thing pans out for me. But I might be screwed. You know, I don't know. But Frog Lube has its fanboys. There's no doubt about it. There are people who think it's just the greatest thing since sliced bread. My thing about Frog Lube that I like, well, there's a lot of things I like about it, but one of the things I like is it doesn't stink. You know, it's very pleasant to use. It's pleasant to work with. And I don't say that lightly either, because I'm not one to like toxic smells. I have asthma, and I will tell you that there are certain odors that literally make it very difficult for me to breathe. But this is not one of them. This is kind of like almost like Ben Gay-ish type smell. And I dig it. So anyway, this isn't about Frog Lube. Listen, what are we going to do in Syria? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, in my opinion, humble as it may be, I really do believe in my heart that we need a new approach with the Middle East. We need a totally new approach with the Middle East. A couple of things are abundantly clear in today's world. First and foremost is that we have enough energy in North America to supply our needs for the foreseeable future. A long time. Okay? We do not need, in my opinion, we do not need the energy that comes from the Middle East. I think the energy that comes from the Middle East comes at way too high of a price. The price is the blood of our young, our dignity, our humanity. It's just, the price is too steep. What did that one guy say? The rent is too damn high. Well, the price is too damn steep to still be getting our oil from the Middle East. It's time to wean ourselves from that stupidity. Because I'll tell you, once we free ourselves from the Middle East, once we free ourselves from that energy, we're golden. Now, I want to exercise a little common sense here, because I don't want anybody to think that I'm going green, because I am still of the mindset that whole green scam, which was a scam, all of it from Cylinder on, it's just a scam, is ridiculous. What needs to happen is we need to, and I don't want to hear people argue with me on this, because this is just the reality. We need to open up the federal lands to drilling and fracking. That's right, drilling and fracking. And by the way, if you haven't paid attention, the same buffoons that literally stripped this country of its coal reserves, coal is just dead in this country, are the same idiots that are now going after the fracking. And I'm going to tell you right now, those people are dangerous. They're dangerous to this country. If you have young people in your family that may at some point be of age to go into the military, you know, it's these green nut jobs that are going to be putting your future at risk. And when I mean future, I mean your heirs, the bloodline. Because literally, they truly do believe in their hearts that fracking is evil, oil is evil, coal is evil, and they've got this bizarre, I don't know, windmills and freaking unicorn farts theory on how to power this country. And you know, and history has proven that you can't. You look around, look at Germany, look at any of these countries that really embrace that whole green technology. All of them have scaled back from that because it's not sustainable. It's only sustainable in some kind of a bizarre socialist agenda where the taxpayer subsidizes all of it. All of it, every bit of it. Okay, Obama's been president now for over 4 years, and none of those companies can stand on their own. Not one of them. And I know people say, well, yeah, but but no, there is no buts. There is no buts. This green nonsense has to stop. Absolutely stop. It is a scam. It was a scam from Jump Street, and it's costing us blood and treasure, and a lot of it. So, getting back to the Middle East, I will tell you this. The plan in my head, take that for what it's worth. The plan in my head is this. We get out of the Middle East completely. I mean, completely. Let Russia, let China, let the rest of those buffoons move on in there and deal with those idiots. Okay? We open up drilling in North America, full bore. Full freaking bore. If they want to put an oil derrick in Redstone, I guess, whatever. Any one of the national parks, my brain just shut down on me momentarily. Let them. Responsibly, of course. But now when I say responsibly, of course, that doesn't mean that the EPA comes up with a gazillion hoops to jump through either. We've been drilling oil in this country for a very long time. We're very good at it. And by the way, we're also very good at cleaning up the mess. Every now and again, if you're going to make an omelet, you're going to break some eggs. That's just the way it is. We have to accept that as a reality. Now, do we move forward towards developing newer technologies that may someday, who knows how many years from now, eliminate the need for fossil fuels? We always move forward with that. No, yeah, absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. But we don't cut our noses off to spider faces. And by the way, and yes, this helps me a lot, we open up the coal reserves again. We allow for coal mining. We allow for power plants to burn coal. It's all part of the deal. And, if you want to subsidize something, subsidize coal liquefaction. Did I just make up a word? Somebody call Webster. I think I committed a crime. Where they take coal and they liquefy it. I mean, technology has been around forever. I mean, World War II, the Germans used it. I mean, there's ways to get off of this nonsense, this crazy ride that is the Middle East. Unless you want our kids to continually go over there and die. And seriously, I mean, because listen, somebody needs to get real about the options here. They do. They need to get real about the options. But Sal, let's get back to Obama. Because Obama doesn't have a freaking clue. And John Kerry, holy shit, I thought Hillary Clinton was a freaking idiot. Until John Kerry came along. I mean, for God's sake, seriously? Who are these people? I mean, the only thing that John Kerry has reminded me of is that we were all smart enough not to make him president of the United States. I mean, good Lord, people. Seriously. We're going to get in bed with terrorists. Literally. We are going to get in bed with terrorists, and it will do what it always does, and it's basically bite us in the ass. That's what's going to happen. Let me know in the comment section if you see it differently than I do, because I got to be honest with you, it seems pretty laid out. It literally does. It seems pretty laid out. The Middle East is going to go through a meltdown, period. And in my opinion, we should just back off and let it happen. By the way, and I know there's going to be some Jewish friends of mine, and I have a lot of Jewish friends, who are not going to be happy with the things I've just said, because us backing out of the Middle East leaves Israel to fend for itself. Well, here's my thing. Israel can, in my opinion, and maybe I'm wrong about this, but I don't think I am, can take on that entire region. Will it get nasty? Will it get ugly? Yeah, it will. Should we support Israel militarily? Absolutely, I think we should. Absolutely. Okay? But that doesn't mean boots on the ground. I mean, if they're God's chosen people, and this is going to sound whacked out, but I mean, if they're God's chosen people, I'm guessing that he's going to come in there and part the seas or whatever the hell needs to be done. But I know one thing, we've got to get out of the Middle East. We have to. Absolutely have to. So anyway, let me know if you think I'm crazy. This is a shit house rat. I'm going to finish cleaning up this gun. And everybody take care. See ya!